G'day, and welcome back to Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things with your host, me, the Australian idiot, and let's get into the clips. These guys are at a local dog nature reserve thing, and they're playing around with their dog far on the other side of the reserve, because at one side there's a lot of unleashed dogs, and they've decided to go to the other side because they don't want to be involved with that. They've got their dog on their leash, they're playing it on their own. Anyway, another dog comes wandering up and starts harassing them, and the owner comes in to join in on that, in spite of the fact it's her who doesn't have a leash on her dog. And now they start recording. Here's the clip.
Do you want that to happen? Get your dog away. Wow, get it away from me. Play with your dog. Wow, you are such assholes.
We don't.
Oh my God,
just
you
want...
are such assholes. If you went to the other side, everybody's dog is off leash.
And that's why we're not over there.
Everybody's dog.
Why we don't go over there.
Good. This is not the...
Please.
This is not the...
Hey, we aren't trying to start a fight. We
You
want
are
you to go away. And we want your dog to be respectful.
live here. I pay taxes.
Oh, so do we.
Good.
Okay, yeah.
Can we be friends?
I would like to be.
I will put her on a leash if we could be friends.
We can be friends. Yes, we can be friends.
Then I'll do it.
Thank you, ma'am. We appreciate that very much.
That I like.
Thank you, ma'am. We appreciate
it. That I like.
Yeah, we just want everybody to be safe. That's really it.
That I like. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Have
you.
a nice day.
This was posted to Reddit, where there was a bunch of responses where a lot of people seemingly recognize who this person is, effectively stating that this person is a known menace in the community and has done this on multiple occasions. Heck, we've even got a second clip. Here's that one.
Look at this stupid bitch.
Piece of shit. Do that. Do that. Yeah. Do that. Do that. Wow, do that. Look. Ooh. If someone...
What wild behavior. Truly a local menace. Here we have a Karen who, the ultimate entitlement of a Karen, who just thinks it's okay to leave their dog crap in someone's yard. Here's the clip.
I'm currently sitting in my car waiting for this lady to come back, cause why this lady be walking her dog, she always leave the dog shite in my yard. Hey, excuse me. Hey, didn't I ask you not to do that before?
What?
Didn't I ask you not to leave your dog stuff right there before in my yard?
That is the community grass.
That's not...
Because that's where the dog will poop. I'm not carrying it.
Why you can't carry it with you?
Huh?
Why can't you carry it with you?
Because I don't want to smell it.
You're not going to smell it. It's fresh air all out here. You're walking, it's down here. Are you putting it by your nose?
I smell it. It's fresh poop.
But I asked you already one other time not to leave it in my yard. And you say you wouldn't leave it in my yard anymore.
I don't leave it over there. I leave it over there.
This is all a part of my yard.
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
Yeah,
Okay.
so don't let it happen again.
I don't want to smell it when I'm walking my dog. I just don't want to smell it. I'm sorry, but when you go walking a dog, you make the decision to clean up after your dog if it so happens to crap outside of your yard. It doesn't matter whose yard it is. Doesn't matter if it's a random paddock in the middle of nowhere. You should still clean up after your dog. It's just basic, it's just common decency. You don't need to be an arse about it. Actually, if you're in the middle of a paddock in the middle of nowhere and no one else goes, whatever, I don't think it cares that much. But like a footpath here, even if it's the quote community grass, you still shouldn't leave it there. Like, there's a reason why there's literally things that attach to the leash that has bags and hand sanitizer on it. It is literally a thing you should be doing. Because, pick up after your dog. Don't leave crap on the fucking grass or footpath so someone else will accidentally step on it when they don't realize it's there. It's just so entitled. Here we have someone who's come to a store in order to claim a bag that's currently sitting in Lost and Found. When the employee wants to make an attempt to verify if she owns the bag or not by whatever means they want to make the attempt to do that, the customer loses it a little.
What are you doing? What? It's mine. How are you gonna know it's mine? How the are you gonna know it's mine besides me? Yes, you can't. You go with it. I just told you.
Oh, she's pissed.
Exactly, because that's all you need. Who would the let me take the bag and let me see if it's mine? If it's not mine,
Marshall's eye report.
You're gonna verify that it's mine when you know nothing about me or me at all. It makes no sense. That's the dumbest shit ever. That's the dumbest shit ever. Bring the backpack out. Bring the backpack that you have out, and I'll see if it's mine or not. How about that? Hello.
You know, looking at this, if that was my bag, I can understand being frustrated to a degree that they won't just give it over, but at the same time, I would also understand, yeah, makes sense. You would want to make sure that the person who claims to own the bag actually owns the bag, yada, yada, yada. And you're probably, and she's asking, like, how are you going to verify it's mine, yada, yada, yada. It's like there's a few simple things. They can take a look at what's in the bag and then ask you what's in the bag without showing you. And if you can name the things that are in there, or most of the things, because yeah, there might be things you've forgotten about over time, but if you can name most of the things that are in the bag, then hey, they verified that you at least know this bag and have seen and gone through it before, or something along those lines, and probably own it. And again, it depends what else is in the bag. There might be a person inside the bag itself. There are ways to verify these things. Being mad about them wanting to verify it is a bit stupid, especially if it is actually your bag. But it makes sense to be mad they want to verify it if you want to steal the bag, so... Here we have a manager who is clearly either way too hot-headed for his job or likely to be way at the end of his rope of being able to handle dealing with whatever workload he's under. Either way, here's a clip.
Shut up! And I told y'all to go home! And y'all act like I'm a manager here! I'm telling y'all to stop! And I told y'all to go! Kristen, you're going to have to come run the store because...
Please talk to him.
I'll call the sheriff's office myself.
Call them.
Oh, well, because you guys...
You're still talking.
Because you guys are going to sit there! Let's go!
Call them. You're still talking. Call them.
Shut up!
Call them. Call them. You're still talking.
And I told y'all to go home! And y'all act like I'm not a manager here! And I'm telling y'all to stop! And I told y'all to go!
Okay, you gonna do something? Why is he doing that?
Christina, you're going to have to come run the store because I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I can't run the store the way I need to get my business the way it is. I don't need you working here. You're not going to give me a fucking heart attack or something. Heart attack. You guys won't listen to me.
He didn't send us on a break. He told us to go home. And I'm like, why am I going home? I don't want to go home. He like, well...
You guys can leave. I can call the sheriff's department.
Stop talking to me.
I want you to get off my clock.
I'm not going to lie, from my understanding of what a lot of managers have to deal with, is like, for down here in Australia anyway, I'm assuming that it's either roughly the same or probably way worse with the amount of crap they have to deal with the corporate overlords. And they probably are under a consistent amount of stress and getting a lot of shit because the X, Y, and Z thing isn't being done because the people don't have enough time to do X, Y, and Z thing. But in no way does it ever warrant this type of implosive blow up in front of all of your staff members. Like, genuinely, it's a no, you should never do this. Yes, I understand the stress of being any form of manager nowadays is nuts, to say the least, but imploding like this is not the way you should deal with it, especially when you just start screaming and shouting at your workers, the people who you're meant to be in charge of. This isn't how you handle things. It wouldn't be too surprising to hear if this guy just lost his job over this, or got demoted, or whatever, because it's clearly either he's at the end of his rope. I would assume that's more likely he is just not handling anything well right now and just lost it. That's what I'm assuming what happened here. Or maybe he's just terrible like this all the time. Here we have a guy who decides to cause issues at the local Home Depot because he refuses to pay any form of sales tax.
This is, you guys can see here, 5/21/18. This is for hands before tax for Hands Across Canada. Look at that. I'm dropping money for Hands Across Canada. So.
Ready now?
No, hold on. This is 5. This is 20.
Yeah. It's gonna be more though.
1 second.
No tax.
22.
Okay.
Okay? Now, you can feel free. Call your manager. Do what you like. There's the money. I refuse to pay the tax. I'm part of the Hands Across Canada Acts the Tax.
Okay, we need your tax
That's
exempt
great.
number.
That's great. No, I don't pledge allegiance to the monarch.
Okay, one moment.
That's fine. The money's there. I got proof. So I dropped the money. Have a great day. I don't need a receipt, nothing. I got, ma'am, I have management. I need management. Immediately. I need management. Please move out of the way, ma'am. Look, she's jumping in the way. Leave it. I put the fucking money there. She can't do nothing. That's not your job. You don't have the authority to do that, ma'am. There you go. And that's how you fucking do it.
I do find it stupid that sales tax is applied after checkout and stuff on those lines. Over here in Australia, the sales tax is just a part of the price of the item, so it doesn't just suddenly change when you go to the checkout because then sales tax is applied. Either way, this is kind of stupid. In clips that are going to make you want to tear your hair out, here's a good one.
Unfortunately, I can't offer that. All I can do is tell you.
No, you can offer that. You can offer that.
Unfortunately, I
Because
cannot.
I purchased the bag. You
Yes,
see
and
that?
I understand your feeling. I understand what you're saying. I would also want my
I
item
don't
back.
care. I want the bag that I purchased. I don't want my money back. I want that bag.
Unfortunately, all we can do is give you back your refund.
I don't want the refund. I want my bag.
If you want,
so
I can help
call
you
your night
search.
crew and tell them to search and get me my bag.
Well, if the bag was taken back by the night crew ran it, someone
I
probably
don't
purchased
care.
it.
So where is it?
Like I said, someone probably already
Like
purchased
I
it.
said, you can't repurchase something that was purchased.
Unfortunately,
I
that is the thing.
purchased it.
Right, I understand that
So
it's your
what
item.
you're doing-
Yes, ma'am, I understand it's your item. It got ran back.
No.
It got given to someone
I
else.
don't care.
The only thing we can do is give you
No.
a return.
No, I don't want your return. I want my bag.
Next, please.
I don't want a return.
I know you want your item. I understand that.
Bag.
Yes, I understand. Unfortunately, we can't do that. All I can give you is a refund.
Unfortunately, you can do that. Give me someone higher than you, like an actual person that can give me my bag.
So all you can... Copy. So all I can do is give you this number, which
I
is...
don't want that number. I'm not leaving here until I get
Right,
the
you
shit
want
that I
someone
need.
higher up than me. All I can do is give you this email.
You guys are ridiculous. I purchased something and you didn't put it in my bag. So now I have to go running around to find it? No. No.
I understand that.
No.
I understand it's your item. and
I'm
mistakes
not
were made.
going to run around and look for my item.
I understand. All we can do is give you a refund.
You guys are ridiculous. I'm not going to run around and look for an item that I purchased that was not in my bag.
Correct. I understand that. Again, all we can do is give you the refund because I can do nothing about that. If you have a complaint or if you
I
like
don't
to
have a
someone,
complaint.
someone
I
higher
want
than
my
I am,
bag.
there's the...
I want my bag.
Maybe she should ask Santa Claus for
The
it.
only thing that I can do is give you a refund. I don't have the power to find your bag.
Who has the power?
Again,
Who has the power? Who has the power?
Again,
If
it
you
would
don't
be
have
the
the
email.
power,
It would be
who
the
has the
email
power?
who you would like to talk to. It would be
Sorry,
the
I
email
got
over here.
Well,
bags
keep
in
calling
my
for me
truck.
here.
Unfortunately, I can't
Before
do
I
that.
leave, because I've spent my whole lunchtime here for this. So now you're gonna call him. I'm not leaving here without my shit.
So this phone number would be the store number.
Nope.
So it would get
You
you back
call
to
him.
this store.
Call him.
You would like...
You call him for me and get him on the phone.
Yeah, like I said, I can't call.
Call him.
Unfortunately, I cannot do
I'm
that.
supposed to call someone on a picture.
No, this would be the information. This would be the email, and you can talk to higher ups
Call
through the
him
email.
for me. I'm not leaving here until I get my item. You
Right, I understand that you want your item. Unfortunately, I cannot give you the
I
item.
don't care. I don't care.
The most that I
You're
can do
going
is
to
give you
give me
return.
my item, or you're going to call whoever this person is in the picture.
Should be 170. Rest on that?
Right. Again, I can't do that. Right?
He don't exist.
No.
I'm supposed to
If it's a
follow this shit.
if it's a customer complaint, I cannot do the
I don't
complaint
care.
for you.
Call the person that you think is on that picture.
One sec.
Some invisible person, right? Because that's what you want me to do.
I'll be over here.
It is an invisible person. That's why you want me to call it. I'm not gonna be here and not get the shit that I need.
Are you supposed to get something that's not in the store?
You need a bag today?
I'm not leaving without my item.
Thank you. Where should I put it? Just put it back there.
I don't want my money back. I want my
No
bag.
receipt?
Okay.
And I don't need to sign. Okay, thank you.
Figure it out. Only thing I can do is give you your money back. I don't want my money back. I want my bag that's on that receipt that you put in my bag and it's not there. That's what I want. I don't want my money back. I want my item.
You're asking for something that we don't have.
I don't care. That's what I bought.
I understand.
That's what's on the receipt. So that's what I want.
And I, like I said, I get you, but we
Okay,
don't have
we'll
that
figure
bag.
it out. Figure it out. Tell somebody and figure it out. Call another store and ask them if they have the bag that I need. That's what you can do.
I can't do that.
Yes,
All
you
I can
can.
do is
I'm not going to do
refund
that.
you the bag.
Call another store and figure out where my bag is.
So clearly, she brought a bag from this company, and well, it turns out they didn't have that stock in the store, and so instead are offering her a refund, but she refuses to take that damn refund because she wants that bag. I just want to question, how many times did you guys hit your head against a brick wall because of how this just kept going? It didn't seem like it was going to actually stop. It just went on and on and on. She just has no, like, I don't get it. I get it. I know. Okay, I get it. You wanted this item, you spent all this time waiting to get this item to find out that when you've brought it, it turns out they ran out. That is a huge stuff up on the store's behalf. But at the end of the day, they can't do the impossible. If they don't have the stock, they can't just magically whip it out of their ass and give it to you. They just have to give you a refund because what else are they going to be able to do? They can't do anything else. So sitting here and arguing with the staff member over this problem is just stupid because you already know it's not going to actually do anything. They can't do anything about them being out of the bag that you're chasing. They're out of the bag. It's that simple. There's nothing more to the story there. They just don't have the bag, and it's just tough luck. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Here we had a guy at what looks to be a mixture of a bar and a diner mixed into one, chewing out some of the bar workers for apparent slow service. Anyway, the customers around him don't seem to be exactly too happy with how he's chosen to take this.
I asked you for a glass of water 4 times. 4 times. It's just the service has been shit.
He's funny as hell.
You want me to leave? I'll be more than happy to leave. Well, I feel that I get Don't tell me how to talk, okay? Don't tell me how to talk, okay? Plain and simple. Do not tell me how to talk. You do not run my life. When I come into the establishment and I pay money for something, I need to be paid attention to. When I order a glass of water 4 times and it doesn't get brought here, that's not good service. And when my wife asks for a glass of wine 3 times and it doesn't get brought here, that's not good service.
We have to escort them out. The entire car. Stop.
Oh, wow.
I'll leave. I didn't ask for anything.
Oh my God.
I asked 4 times and it didn't come quick. It didn't come in that time. Okay. Look, it sounds like, from what I can tell from the microphone by the sheer amount of noise of other people in that room, it sounds like it's extraordinarily busy. which is going to lead to slow service and potentially things being slipped through of things that are being forgotten because there's just a lot going on. And by the sounds of it, most of the other customers are like, yeah, we're fine, to the point where they want to get involved and tell this guy to get the fuck out of here. That they don't want him here. It's like, oh, you're being an ass to the workers? Get out of here. No one wants to hear from you. This guy's minding his own business, eating at a restaurant, and he sees a person in front of him just being extremely rude to one of the waitress here. So he decides that, you know what, because no one else is going to do it, he's going to stand up for the worker. Here's the...
No, she's not. She's been nice the whole time. I've been sitting here.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I understand. Okay, sorry. Okay, let's just not.
No, I'm just trying to enjoy my meal, man. I'm a truck driver. I drive across the country, and then I deal with, and then have to sit down to deal with a dick. I'm a dick. I deal with dicks out there all the time.
Listen, he looks like tourist. Yeah, he's a truck driver too.
I don't know what the you are, but you don't need to be talking to her like that. You need to show some respect, bro. I wouldn't talk to my daughter that way. Would you talk to your daughter that way? That's somebody's daughter right there.
You're escalating.
No, it's just this bullshit. You know?
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you. But it's not
I'm never confrontational, but that was beyond.
I wish there were more people willing to stand up for workers in this matter here, but I also understand that that just doesn't work nowadays because unlike in this situation here where it seems like cooler heads prevail, way too many people have no control of their own temper, and it's far more likely that things like this lead to screaming matches, into violence, potentially even using guns if they so happen to have any, and so it just becomes way too much of a risk to stand up for another person because a lot of people just have no idea when to cool off and stop for a moment and think. Here we have someone who some might call a Karen, others might call a hero because, you know, fast food restaurants do truly be a bit stingy when it comes to giving you sauces, but nevertheless, it's kind of funny. Here's the clip.
If I spend my money, I need to get what the I deserve.
Hey, I'll call you back now.
Look, sorry ass bitch gonna try and hold me.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Is this sauce coming out your pocket? Do y'all got more of this sauce laying around? Cause I'm looking at a shitload. The little sorry ass bitch in drive-thru told me y'all didn't have any more sauce. I'm talking to that bitch right there, yes. Bitch wanted to tell me that there was no more sauce, and I'm looking at a shitload of sauce. You trifling patty bitch.
Bro.
That don't make no sense. I spent my money. I should be able to get more than one sauce. Can somebody give me some sauce, please? Yes, I can. Thank you, boo.
What do you mean you have no sauce? I can see a bucket full of sauce right there. You just gotta give me some of them. That's funny. Yes, the other workers don't deserve to be yelled at this, but, like, at the same time, like, this is just kind of funny. If I was behind the counter there, I would genuinely be laughing at the sheer stupidity of this one. Because it's like, yeah, I get it. It's a bit of an over-the-top yelling over some sauce, but at the same time, it's kind of funny that another worker decides to say, oh, I don't have any more sauce to give you, sorry. And then it turns out that, oh yeah, there's a crap ton just there. Whoopsie daisy. I don't know, life's more fun when you take things like this at a chuckle rather than anger, you know? Here we drop in the middle of a customer arguing with the supposed manager of this store.
Equal rights.
Yeah, what is you
All right,
being
I'm
a
not
woman
here to
have
talk
to
about
do?
that. Here you go.
That's fine.
Here you go.
I like to speak to a manager.
I'm the manager. Here you go.
Okay, what is this?
Here you go.
What
this
is
the
it?
pamphlet. You can go ahead and file a claim. It don't come through us. It goes through a third-party company.
Okay, but
here
it
you go.
says on y'all paperwork.
I'm trying to take your information, but you sitting here trying to argue. If you came here to argue, that's not what we're about to do.
Ask you a
And I'm
simple
not about to
question.
sit here
You're
and argue
very
with you. You coming in
hostile.
here real aggressive. You a grown man.
I did
You need
not
to
come in
calm your
here
energy.
aggressive at all.
Yes, you are.
My
Here you go.
energy is very like.
Here you go, baby. Here.
That's fine. So on the paperwork it says to come in, immediately speak with y'all. So
let's talk.
And that's what I came here to do.
Okay,
But
so
you got
let's talk.
hostile because
Because
I
you're
asked
coming in
you
here questioning
if
me
your
about a
phone.
phone.
Right, because I
About
blew
a
you
phone.
up. What's
Sir?
wrong with me asking you that? Isn't your
Okay.
job customer service, not to have an attitude?
Okay.
Do you have a higher up?
Yeah, I do. I'm about
May I
to call him
speak
right
to
now
them,
for you.
please?
I got you. Can you please step out though? Because you're making me uncomfortable.
I'll step
I don't
back.
feel safe. Thank you.
That's
I
fine.
don't
That's
feel
so
safe. Thank you,
dramatic,
sir.
bro.
Thank you, sir. You can go ahead and step out.
That's fine.
I don't feel safe.
That's fine.
I'm about to give you his number because I don't know who you're talking to.
Why you stepping
You're
towards
recording me? I need you to step out. All right, so let me call the police. Let me call the police.
They've been called on me multiple times.
I need you to step out.
Open the door.
I need you to, sir. I need you to step out, please.
No problem.
Thank you. Step out. All right, step out. Step out. Step out, please. Step out, please.
Personal opinion, there's not really much I can personally take away from this clip here, purely because we get dropped in the middle of whatever is happening here. We don't know what happened prior to this clip, and going off of the literal thousands of clips I've seen over the past few years of these type of situations, it is very likely that this guy did something to provoke her prior to pressing record. Now, it can be said that she should probably respond in a more respectful manner as a customer service person, but on the same note, she did a pretty reasonable thing here by saying, nope, stop, get out, leave, please. Like, she wasn't yelling at him or anything. She just decided to end the situation, asked him to get out of the store, and move on. This guy's trying to pick up some makeup for someone else, and when they've asked for help from one of the people who are supposedly working there, this happens.
Please. I didn't. I have 3 witnesses. I got her number. You are incredibly rude for no reason.
I was incredibly rude.
Yes, you are. No, do you have it? Do you get paid for this? Do you do your job? That's what you said.
I asked if you got paid to...
No, you were... So I come up, I ask you for help. Do you get paid for this? Do you think that's the appropriate response? I don't understand.
Okay.
That's not the appropriate...
finish pointing out where...
Can you help me? Can you help me and show me where it is? I have no idea about anything. Do I look like I wear makeup?
So then why would you pick up an order to come and shop for a client at our
Because
store?
normally it's either prepared or I can get help from the person that works here. So are you going to help me? Are we going to stop this? Are you going to help me or not? No, you're just going to walk away. Your manager's going to walk away. That's...
I'm the manager.
Okay, well, can you help me then? Well, you're incredibly rude.
Unironically, I do get some of this employees' frustration because I used to have a similar thing when DoorDashers would come into the shops and ask where item A is, where item B is, where item C is, and where item B is. But usually those ones are simple as like, hey, look at the top of the aisles. It tells you what to find down there. Good luck. Have fun. This seems to be like, I don't understand makeups well enough to know the difference between these. Can you help me type deal? And she's responded in a pretty not so well way. Here we have someone trying to get a refund on something or another and is going the absolute worst way about doing it.
Give me my so I can leave, bitch. Give me my money now, bitch. How many? Give me my money or my drink. Give it now. You can have a big ass to clean up all kinds. Lock me up. Give me my so I can leave, bitch. Give me my now, bitch. How many? Give me my money or my drink. Give it now. You can have a big ass to clean up all. Where I got a little pump. Okay, keep the money, keep the change.
Yes, because screaming and yelling at the employee when you don't get your way, trashing the store as much as you can is a very interesting choice because they totally don't have cameras that have watched this entire move. It totally won't, I don't know, come and backfire in your face when the police find out who you are and, I don't know, charge you for some things. I don't know, maybe the bit of rage there was not worth it. I don't know. Here we have someone who's clearly dealt with a lot of terrible human beings throughout this day. So when it comes to things, she was probably complaining a little bit, talking a little bit much, and one of the customers told her to shut her mouth. And well, obviously that was the final straw.
If you guys want me to. I don't understand. Yeah, but she's telling me to shut my mouth. Okay.
I said, yeah, well,
you want me to ring you up? That's fine, but you're gonna have to hear my voice. Otherwise, you can go to another register.
You don't need to talk to her like that. That's actually
fine.
crazy.
Go ahead.
I'm
doing everything I can.
But like,
when somebody tells me to shut my mouth and ring them up, I'm not gonna be okay with that.
but how you're talking to an elder? Like, one thing is us, but don't do that.
Where do I draw the line with people talking to me like this?
You doing too much.
You're just stealing shit in here. That's the second time you've been in here stealing shit. So get out. Go ahead. Okay, you know what, guys? We're done. Everybody stop. We're done.
Like, what is happening?
out. We don't have enough help.
Because I'm the manager. I have to lock the doors when I walk out.
Okay, let's take our stuff, put it in the cart.
Do you understand where I'm coming from?
This is out of pocket. Grab your stuff.
Right? You don't want to hear my voice, then don't come to my register.
Give her a break. She's obviously upset. It's not a normal day.
Can I go ahead and pay?
That I have to do for you, but I've been here since 10. I've had a 5-minute break. What the No, I gotta take my line. That's not fair to them. It's not fair to them. Take your people.
Okay, everybody, what I want to do is
Honestly, I'm sorry, but no. I don't ever have. I've never really agreed to. Oh, you should treat your elders with respect. They're your elders. It's like I get it. These are people who have been around for a very long time. They've probably got a lot of knowledge there. They've probably gone through a lot and might be very handy in what they have to say. But just because of that doesn't mean I just have to respect them without them respecting me. That's not how this works. That's not how life works. If you want to be respected by me, buddy, you've also got to respect me. It's a two-way street. I can't be sitting here respecting you after you bash me. That's not how this rolls. You've got to, if you want to be respected, you've got to respect people back by default. That should be how it is. And clearly the person's attitude towards the worker here wasn't exactly the most respectful type of attitude. And yeah, I get it. As a customer, it can suck to hear the worker just complain a little bit about their job that day or complain about how the day's gone. But telling them to shut their mouth and do their job is just so disrespectful on so many levels. And that's the short and simple of it. Also, the person behind the video, have you paid, like, are you really just saying, oh, we should their elders? Like, I get treating us like that, but not the elders. It's like, really? Really? With this clip here, this is a rental. This person's returned the rental to the rental place, and it turns out that there's chunks of ash scattered across the entire car. And well, of course, the guy working there decides to ask the guy, hey, did you smoke in here? Who smoked in here? There's ash in here. And well, we have a very interesting conversation afterwards. Here's the clip.
When you accuse somebody of doing something that they didn't do, somebody's going to stand up for themselves.
I didn't accuse you.
I was smoking in the car.
I didn't say you were.
I
didn't say you were. I said there's smoke in the car and we have a no smoking policy. Yeah, there is.
The ash in the car does not mean somebody necessarily smoked in the car.
I didn't say it was you.
But it still doesn't mean somebody smoked in the car.
What are you, burning incense?
In the car, sir. You can keep a door open. And somebody could be burning leaves, and ash from the leaves can be getting inside of the car. Whatever the case.
I mean, it's very rare to happen.
I can pull up to an Eagles game and leave my windows open, sitting in the stadium or in a parking lot, and somebody is smoking whatever it is they want to smoke. Blow the ashes out and bam.
All that shit was blowing in.
Nobody was smoking in the car. Then you got mad and said that I was smoking in the car because it's masked through something.
Bro, that's a nice nugget right there. You think we can smoke that?
Bro, it's legal where I'm at, but that still does not negate the fact that you accused me of smoking in the car.
Bro, if we were in a court right now, you'd be so guilty of smoking.
Guilty of what?
Smoking, dude.
Smoking what, bro?
I don't know.
People smoke. I'm grown. I'm 35. People
I know.
Smoke. It's legal up here, and it's legal where I'm at.
But there's a no smoking policy in the car.
Nobody was smoking in the car. That's not smoke.
Was that weed?
It doesn't matter if it's weed. Are you going to get mad that somebody might have dropped a pack of cigarettes in the car and then the tobacco fell out? Are you really going to get mad about that and say there's no smoking in the car? It's tobacco leaves.
I'm not mad. You're
finding
mad?
leaves, bro. But you're sitting here trying to accuse me of stuff I didn't do, bro. Like, get out of here.
I'm not mad.
95% sure he's guilty. That's my verdict here. You can obviously come up with your own opinions here. I personally think he's probably guilty considering how hard he's trying to deflect that off of him. Saying, oh, it was this thing. Oh, no, it was this thing. Oh, it was this thing that doesn't make quite enough sense to this. It's like you could have gone for a myriad of other reasons that could potentially have covered your case, but you're clearly just desperately trying to find a way to deflect the blame, especially after he finds a little nugget of a certain item that I can't talk about because, you know, the gods are YouTube gods are watching. But it's just like, buddy, if you smoked in there, you just own up. It's only going to potentially go, like, he probably wouldn't be that annoyed. You might get a slight slap of a fee, I don't know. But it's just like, acting like this is definitely not the way to go about it. This clip's a bit of a funky one. So this person's just doing typical customer service shenanigans. There's this group of people who are living, so she tells them, hey, hope you guys have a wonderful day, hope you guys enjoyed, yada yada yada. And this grandma from the group decided to grab her arms and start lecturing her about how she's not a guy and stuff along those lines. Here's a clip.
Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and hope you guys hope you guys enjoyed your meal. Let me give you a hint.
You want people to respond to you better? Don't call me a guy ever again.
Oh, I just usually say that to everyone.
Well, you is plural. Did you have English in school?
Huh?
See, it bothers me because you is plural. You guys means everybody. I'm not everybody. I'm a woman, you know. I didn't get made up to that. But you shouldn't let anybody do it to you. You're too young and beautiful. I take it as a put down.
I'm sorry, I think she's trying to answer group and tell. Yeah, I was just saying that as in like, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
No, I know, but you said you guys.
Yeah, talking about you and the guy that you're with.
Well, then you can wish him a good day, and you can say, Madam, you can have one too. I'm old enough to be your great-grandma. And it's become a thing. I see young ladies, and I think, nobody should dress you like that. They should say, call you darling, dear, y'all, even because we're in the South. But some people, they come down here, they move from Pennsylvania, Ohio, wherever, and if it's not you guys, it's you. I grew up in the Bronx. I can turn Bronx on you in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But the South is known for hospitality and friendliness.
Yeah.
So you address people as you or y'all, or I hope you have a good day. But I don't hope you guys have a good day. See, I noticed it, especially if you have...
I mean, look, I get it to some degree, but mostly I'm just sitting going, okay, when people refer to groups, it is more often than not that just people just refer to a group of people as like, good luck, you guys. Like, it's not guys isn't being used as a gendered term in those contexts. And yes, it does get used, oh, look at you go, guy, as a gendered term in some contexts, but more often than not, it doesn't. So it seems a little bit unnecessary to go off with the worker for telling you guys to have a wonderful day. Yeah, it probably would be better off just say you guys and girls have a beautiful day or something along those lines. But ultimately, I don't think it's enough to get this worked up over to the point where you grab the person's arm and you start lecturing them over it. It seems inanely stupid and way over the top and absolutely unnecessary, but here we are. Here we've got a very interesting reaction from a father here. So apparently what happened here is, I don't know precisely what happened to get to this point, but apparently at some point this other guy swore at the guy in the car, and well, here's what happens next.
He's autistic. Do you understand me? You're backing out on me. I'm 52 years old. You're a lot younger. I do have a problem. Yeah, somebody calling you out. Here's a camera. I'm not coming out on me. I'm thinking you're gonna hit me. Do me a favor, drive away. Don't bully me. Why, somebody coming at you now? You're a big man now, huh? I got a problem with you cursing in front of my kid. He's autistic. He's autistic. You're autistic. What? Somebody challenging you now? You're not a big deal now, huh? Who's challenging you? You're not a big deal now, huh? I'm 52 years old. Even though
Shut your alarm off while I'm trying to get this.
I don't think so. You understand me? Don't you try to bully me around. I don't give a damn who's in the car. Yeah, worry about yourself. Come over here. You're up. Yeah, go walk away now, huh? My little boy in the car. I got an autistic child. You can tape it all you want, and this guy is trying to tape.
Bro, my Instagram is about to go off today.
Don't know why him being autistic is a good reason to scream and shout and let it all out against this person for ultimately no reason. And correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not too experienced with this. I'm more experienced with the ADHD side of things, which is only like partway towards, is on, from my understanding, kind of on the spectrum, but not quite autism. But I feel like that you yelling and screaming like this, and then in addition, those loud horns that everyone started blaring at you when you still were sitting there in the middle of traffic is probably going to cause more issues for your autistic son than what this one guy swearing a little would. I don't know. Is it just me who thinks that this was a bit stupid to go off about? Like, am I not seeing the issue here? I don't know. This just seems a bit dumb to me. Especially considering, like, yeah, he's going to go to school eventually. He's going to hear these swear words anyhow. If he's going to have problems with swear words, it's going to happen regardless. And, well, you may as well let it happen, man. I don't know. I don't know. There's Karen and Kevin were caught attempting to try and take the big, massive metal thing that is filled to the brim with other valuable metal things off the bottom of a catalytic converter. I was trying to make a joke. Just leave me alone. And, well, when she gets caught red-handed, try to make up this big, massive excuse of why they're there, in spite of the fact that her accomplice has clearly got a saw of sorts.
Huh?
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of tree this is?
What are you guys looking for?
This tree.
Gordo, go call your dad and Derek, please.
For what?
Go call them.
I think there's kids coming down the street. Is that them?
Who?
The kids down the street?
No, can you guys get off my property, please?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, get off my property, both of you guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. I really wanted to ask about the tree. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you're right on my property.
I'm sorry.
My cameras, my alarm system's going off. You guys woke up everybody, so...
I'm so sorry. I just wanted to ask about I didn't know.
I know, you're right on my property. You're going through my cars.
No, I was right on the side here. I didn't need to... I'm sorry. I didn't
Yeah, that's really dangerous. Really dangerous.
Let me just explain. I'm really sorry. I was asking about the plant. That's all. This tree.
Why are you carrying that? What are you doing with that on your hand?
Wait, what's dangerous? Hold on.
You're on my property. Why are you carrying that?
No, we were just asking. I was going to come to your front door and ask you about the tree.
Call the cops.
Oh my gosh. Okay. No.
You're literally walking in my house with a drill.
Babe.
Shit. You're walking in my yard with this. What were you about to cut?
No, I was going to ask if I can...
You literally got caught. You literally got caught. No, you're not asking shit. You're getting in my property with that shit in your hand.
I'm sorry.
You got the wrong house, dude. You need to get the out of this neighborhood. Get out of this neighborhood. This is going on video. You don't come in somebody's property with tools and shit ready to break something.
Okay, I know, but I want to understand. I'm not upset.
Get away. Get off my property.
Okay, you explain. Get out of here.
Okay, but I know, but please understand. Like, I'm not trying to hurt you. I just want to ask.
All right, well, go. We're tired of hearing you talk.
I love how her accomplice is just like, nope, I'm moving on. Let's get out of here. This is not worth it. We've been caught. Let's just move on before things get any worse than what they already are. Yet she is determined to make them believe her bullshit story that she's made up on the spot about wanting to know about the tree, and then having a saw and then redirecting it. Oh, I wanted to cut down part of the tree. It's like, that's still illegal. Like, seriously? Some people just do not know how to think on the spot. You know, it would have just better if you just shut up and left. And you wouldn't have had this clip that probably got caught on a lot more than what it would have happened without your stupidity.